Okay, greetings, fam. This is my commitment is to spend at least 10 minutes a day on one of the instruments. So today it's going to be saxophone, which is day 2. I just took my first jazz improv class Tuesday. Today's Thursday. So Tuesday I just took my first jazz improv class in 25 years. And I'm still gonna pull out the sitar tonight, but that'll be in a separate video. So, or maybe I'll just pull it out while I'm practicing because I've already been practicing on the saxophone, and then I'll end with my sitar practice. So that's the commitment is that every day I would practice the saxophone and the sitar, and then eventually I'm gonna get into these other 2 instruments. But right now, the daily commitment is saxophone and sitar. So it's Cassandra Faye Floyd, also known as the Daughter of the Fates. You are joining me for my 10-minute commitment live practice on the saxophone and on the sitar. Let's see if this works. Oh my God. Yo, oh my gosh. Okay, so I was given 3 assignments this week. So that was Equinox by John Coltrane. And then the other was Impressions by John Coltrane. and Blues in the Closet by Oscar Peterson, I think. I haven't even listened to those two. But there you go. It's not even 10 minutes. So that's what I have to practice on this week before my next class is Equinox by John Coltrane. That was the only one we went over that night. Impressions by John Coltrane and Blues in the Closet by Oscar Peterson. So I'll have more to update you on in my practice. And the thing that is, obviously something that I have to work on a lot. I mean, I still remember all the keys and everything. So I have to start practicing my scales a lot. And I was never really good at improv. Yeah, I read sheet music, Letitia. Yeah, I was never really good at improv, like sheet music, because I learned playing classical music. I learned playing the saxophone with classical music. I didn't even get into jazz on the saxophone until I was in college. So I never really got great at jazz. It was always, wind ensemble, classical music, nothing, no improv whatsoever. It was straight sheet music. So that's what I'm trying to get used to now is like learning improv. So anyway, the commitment was 10 minutes. So now the other thing is my sitar. So I'm only giving y'all 10 minutes, but I'm going to practice for an hour. So, but that was the commitment, was 10 minutes a day live, just to keep me disciplined. And then I'll practice for an hour after I get off the phone with y'all. When I have to do that. I had to go get the sitar tuned the other day. So I'll pull this out. Ooh. Okay. And all right, and now I got to turn on the tempura. Okay. Let's just do the other one. And so I have to listen to the tempura while I practice the sitar, just to, I guess, keep me on rhythm. But I'm still very basic on the sitar. I'm just learning the scales right now, just learning how to get around the strings. So it's not going to sound like much, but this is the process, baby. This is the process. This is the process. So in the background, you'll hear it's called the tempura. It's like the bass, the foundational music that helps you keep like on rhythm, I guess. So anyway, here we go, you guys. Okay. 10 minutes. Ugh. Let's So. Woo! Shit. Okay. That is. Okay, that's my commitment for the night. 10 minutes on the saxophone live, 10 minutes on the sitar live. I appreciate the encouraging words. I suspect that it's the only thing that's going to keep me sticking with it and disciplined about conquering these here instruments. You feel me? So I appreciate you all for tuning in, for hyping me up. You feel me? And I was sleepy too. But that's that procrastination shit. You feel me? You start feeling extremely sleepy when there's some shit you know you're supposed to do and you ain't feeling motivated to. Yeah. So that's what happened. I was like, all right, power through. So anyway, thank you so much for hyping me up. I appreciate y'all. This is my 10 minutes on each instrument. I'll be back tomorrow right after our read of Pure Lust by Mary Daly at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, Tanya, for tuning in. Letitia and everybody else. Appreciate you. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.